Hey, what's up, you guys? I think we're ready. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Raphael's Insights. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome you into the Will Protect the Divine, the Beautiful. And like always, welcome to the Raphael's Insights Show. Welcome to Raphael's Insights. It's an absolute pleasure. Like always, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys, friends. And a ver si funciona. Peace and blessings to one and all. Amen, Yolanda. Bidi bidi bamba. Push this back a little bit. Hello, hello. ¿Cómo están, amiguitos? Thank you so much, friend. I always second guess myself in the beginning because it's like a higher E. So I always second guess myself, but I'm like, échale tú, échale. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys, friends. It's starting to get cold. Today is cold. Yesterday was cold. Today is cold. Yesterday was cold. It's starting to get cold. Ya viene el frío, amigos. Ahora sí ya viene el frío. Now, I think in this show we're going to talk about the cold a little bit. It's starting to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys. I'm tired today, Rafa, but aquí echándole ganas. Igualmente, friend. Yo creo que son las energies. Hoy me sentía de la fregation. I meditated with my crystal ball to kind of relax a little bit. Pero today we're going to talk about a few things, friends. Today we have to gossip about Nicki Minaj. ¿Qué está pasando con ella, friend? ¿Qué está pasando con ella? No hablando mal de ella, nomás gossiping, ¿qué está pasando con ella? Yo les voy a decir lo que se visualiza. Y and I've been watching a lot of Sylvia Brown. I've been like addicted to for some reason my For You page on TikTok is like showing me like a lot of Sylvia Brown, and very interesting, very interesting. And I can't get that how she says. I swear to you, since I've been watching these videos, all I can hear in my head is "Honey, the land." I'm like, I was watching her, but you know what? We'll talk a little bit about her too, because like I'm not gonna talk bad about her. I'm not here to tell you if she was fake or not. But I've been watching her. I've been seeing how her energy's evolved from like when she was doing it, to where like towards the end she kind of seemed like she didn't care about being spiritual anymore. Um, I To tell you the truth, friends, I've been analyzing her a little bit just to talk about her. We're gonna talk a little bit about her in this show. Let me get my pen. Prediction fulfilled, friends. I have told you with this peace deal. I didn't see like, to me it didn't feel legit. If to me the way that I was telling you guys, actually yesterday I was telling you guys on another live, on another channel, that I didn't really see the peace deal lasting. That I saw betrayals towards the end of the peace deal, and it already came out. Actually, last night, to me that peace deal, I don't see that Israel wants to make peace. I don't. They have a different goal in mind. I don't think it's necessarily involving the United States in terms of what the United States want. Israel, Netanyahu has his own goal, and he hasn't reached it yet. But prediction fulfilled. The peace deal is kind of being questioned it's like there's things going on. It's not being reported, like or they're not really pushing what's going on with that. But I have seen articles that they started saying that it's pretty much out the water. And I did see that allegedly Israel is saying that Hamas turned in a body that doesn't match any of the people that was kidnapped. So their prediction fulfilled, predicción cumplida, amigos, con el trato del pistio que están haciendo entre Hamas y Israel. Yo ya les había dicho, yo miraba traiciones al final, algo no me cuadraba, no sentía la energía honesta y pues ya se vio que se están volviendo a pelear otra vez. Qué triste esa situación. Qué triste esa situación, pobre gente, ya no tienen nada. ¿Qué más les está peleando este Netanyahu? Y digo Netanyahu porque es él, no es tanto Israel, es Netanyahu el que está haciendo todo. Es su guerra de Netanyahu. No, I think a lot of the hostages actually are not necessarily. A lot of them probably suffered tragedies. A lot of them probably suffered tragedies, or they were very aggressive with them. But in terms of the card of the death card, prediction fulfilled. I had already told you we were going to lose an icon. Prediction fulfilled. I had already told you we were going to lose an icon. I actually also told you that it was manifesting that someone famous was going to pass. But on my other predictions, I told you that we were going to lose an icon. That I kept seeing people manifesting themselves in the sky. And that it was telling me that we were going to lose an icon. Someone from like the 70s or the 80s. And sadly, we lost Diane Keaton, but it is a prediction fulfilled, predicción cumplida. Diane Keaton tristemente falleció. Ya les había dicho que seguía viendo personas en el cielo que me decían que un ícono se iba a ir, amigos. Se iba a ir y tristemente se nos fue Diane Keaton. No conozco al otro, el que acaba de fallecer también. Este también es predicción cumplida. Pero no lo conozco al otro, el que acaba de fallecer, que tenía 51 años. I don't know who the other guy is. The one that passed away and he was 51. I don't know who he is. ¿Qué más? Predicción cumplida, la explosión. Dios de la vida, es que como les decía que miraba una explosión en mi visión. Uno decía que miraba una factoría, una empresa quemándose, pues. Y luego la otra que miraba una explosión y explotó en Tennessee. Prediction fulfilled, the explosion in Tennessee, friends. I don't remember when that happened, but prediction fulfilled. Vamos con lo bueno. D'Angelo, yeah, D'Angelo. That one, I did not remember his name. So sad. So sad. También he was an icon. He was a songwriter for other people, no? From what I understood was that he was a songwriter as well for very well-known songs that we either grew up listening or that a lot of people love. He was a songwriter for other artists as well. I don't know anything about D'Angelo. But 50 is young. 51 is young, friends. I only knew Diane Keaton. I didn't know the other person. I don't know if they've said what happened to her yet. I don't know if they said what happened to her yet. I know they said something about like she had an emergency and they tried to save her life. She probably had like either a stroke or a heart attack, because if they tried to save her life, that's the only thing I can think of that could have happened. Very sad, very sad. But I mean, we all are going down that path eventually. We all have to get to a point where it's our time to go. And I don't think if God gave us the decision to leave, I don't think any one of us would want to leave. ¿Qué más les iba a decir? La granja. I'm going to talk about La Granja. It's also a Spanish TV show, similar to the other TV show that I was talking about, La Casa de los Famosos. Ya tengo mis favoritos. Ya tengo mis favoritos who could be the winner of La Granja. Ya los tengo, ya los vi. Which card? I'll say it in Spanish first because it's more for the Spanish speaking followers, my friends and followers. Déjame agarrar una cartucha that can represent La Granja. We'll use the Ace of Pentacles. We'll use the Ace of Pentacles for La Granja. The Ace of Pentacles is the beautiful card. Mira, trae mucha luz, mucha fuerza. Con la carta de con la carta de ay, cómo estoy pensando en la granja. Con la carta de las de oros vamos a representar la granja, amigos, la granja VIP creo que está en el canal de las estrellas o algo así. Va a ser un show muy bueno. Creo que se va a convertir en algo muy grande. Ese sí ya lo estoy viendo que sí está dando contenido. Pero hay quien veo que puede ganar o llegar a la final. Ahí estoy visualizando a Sergio Mayer Mori, creo que así se llama, y también a la Bea creo que se llama la Bea. Son los que yo estoy visualizando. TV Azteca, ajá. Que ahí yo estoy visualizando a ellos dos. Una porque la Bea trae como, no sé, siento como que ella como que es normal, no tiene nada así como de que viene así no sé cómo decirlo, como que la siento bien normal, la siento como que no viene de nada, como que es muy humilde, es muy honesta, como que la gente se va a conectar con ella porque ella como que transmite que no viene de nada, como que ella viene de abajo, ella no viene de un papá súper rico o viene de papás famosos, o ella como que transmite como una energía de que no viene de nada, que ella viene de un lugar muy humilde. Por eso yo creo que ella puede ganar también, pero ahí para ganar yo estoy visualizando a Sergio Mayer Mori o a la Bea. Estaba viendo cómo estaba llorando porque según estaba haciendo una audición de cantar de Selena. ¿Cómo se llama la señora? La Lolita. Le estaba como haciendo una audición como a Lolita y Lolita le dice, pues no sabes bailar, y que se pone a llorar. Yo pensé que lo estaba haciendo de broma, pero al mismo tiempo se ve como que sí lo está haciendo de que sí, ella pensaba que sí podía. Pero no sé, salió como de broma, pero también Lolita le dice, ¿esto era en serio? ¿La audición era en serio o era de jugar? Porque se miraba que estaba jugando, pero luego cuando se pone a llorar, yo no creo que estaba jugando. Como que un poquito lenta tiene la mente también esta la Bea, pero no en una manera de insultarla, es una manera así como es muy bromista, no agarra las cosas rápidas, como que es muy lenta, pero por eso les digo, viene de un lugar muy humilde, ella, luego se le ve, pero para ganar yo veo a ellos dos, Sergio Mayer Mori o la Bea. Los otros no los conozco. No los ha visto, no los ha sentido sus energías, pero ellos fueron los más fuertes. Ay, pero ya vi que les gustó algo de Sergio Mayer, Mori. Ya vi que les gustó otra cosa que trae escondida Sergio Mayer Mori, porque todas las redes se volvieron locos por lo que salió. La otra dijo, ella baila así. Sí, no lo estoy viendo, pero nomás veo que me están saliendo como pedacitos. Pero los que me han salido mucho son ellos. Sergio Mayer Mori y y la Bea. Dije, no, pues ellos son los más fuertes. Ella porque como que como un poco lenta, pero tiene mucho como carisma. Y el otro pues trae cosas escondidas y no le importa, es como un bad boy. Este es así como es. In terms of what I'm saying, in terms of this new show called La Granja, it's a Spanish show. It's on TV Azteca. The ones that I see that that are going to make it to the final or they're going to win is Sergio Mayer Mori um, or esta La Bea. Those are my favorite. Those are the only ones that I've seen any content from, and their energy just seems very strong. La Bea, because she seems to be very humble. She seems to come from like a very like low place. She seems to like she came from like nothing. And Sergio Mayer Mori, because he showed his snake and people are loving him for his attitude and also for the other type of content he's given on the show. Y yo creo que le gusta the bad boy a la gente porque he gives off more like a bad boy type of energy. ¿Qué más les iba a decir? Nikki. ¿Qué está pasando con Nikki? Vamos a ver qué va a pasar con Nikki. Algo anda mal con Nikki porque la están marcando en el hospital. No, hay algo anda mal con Nikki. It's what I was telling you guys in terms of Nicki Minaj. She got with that guy that she got with. Well, we're gonna represent him with this card here. She got with that guy that she got with, her man that is not necessarily a good person based off of his background. And it's like he drained her of her stardom. He drained her of her light. He drained her of her. Like she can't even be her anymore. And even if she puts out music, it's like if she's like shrouded in darkness. People don't really care for her music. It's not hitting the same for most people. For the Barbs, they love everything she does. But something's wrong with her. Something's going on with her. I also see her hospitalized. She could actually be having like a situation in terms of like needing to go to rehab. There's something definitely going on with her. And to be honest, she seems like she's trapped because here with this card with the Empress, it's like all she can do is just look out the window. That's all she could do. I don't know what's going on with her, but there's something going on with her. But I do see her ending up in like rehab. I do see her feeling trapped, but I also see her hospitalized. There's gonna be like a health issue that she's gonna be dealing with, or maybe an overdose. I don't know. But definitely it's manifesting that there's something going on with her. Con esta Nicki Minaj algo está pasando con ella, porque desde que se juntó con ese hombre le robó toda su luz, le robó toda su energía, le robó toda su vibra. Haz de cuenta que ella ya no les importa a la gente, ella como que a la gente ya la están viendo como un Kanye, que también les dije que la iban a ver como un Kanye hace unos meses atrás o el último año. Pero con esta Nicki Minaj, desde que se juntó con este hombre, le robó toda su energía, le robó toda su luz, le robó esa esencia de la fama. Se la quitó toda. Ya la conocen, pero como que ya no es tal cosa. Para las Barbs todavía sí, pero definitivamente algo está pasando con ella, porque yo la veo hospitalizada, yo la veo que va a estar tener que ir a rehab, yo también la veo como, de que la veo hospitalizada, va a tener como un problema de salud o un overdose, porque también le manifiesta algo en cuestiones de salud. Este, pero la veo como que ella como que solamente puede ver por la ventana como si está atrapada. Pero ese hombre le está haciendo mucho daño. Ese hombre con el que se juntó que ella ama, ya el amor nos vuelve ciegos. Algo está pasando con ella, amigos. No está bien, no está bien. Yo la veo muy perdida. Yo la veo muy mal. Pero como que es ese hombre es el que le está causando mucho daño. De hecho, puede ser que ese hombre tenga control sobre ella. Puede ser como que ella también, que tenga como una situación así como la Britney Spears, pero el hombre es el que está cargada de él, de ella. Porque ahí algo está raro, algo está muy raro con eso, porque ahí como que también me da como la energía de un handler. There with Nicki Minaj, it also gives me like the energy of like a handler. So he could be her man is, to me, it's manifesting that her man is controlling her a lot, but he stole all her energy, all her stardom, all her light. It's very sad. ¿Qué más les iba a hablar? El frío. Ahorita vamos a hablar del frío. ¿Qué pasó con Sede? Sede, el que mataron, el que le quitaron la vida, muy triste. ¿Qué pasó con Sede? Vamos a hacer una lectura. ¿Qué pasó con Sede? We're gonna see what happened to Sede, the one that they unalived, the influencer that was gonna be on La Granja. He was going to be something about La Granja. I think he was like they were gonna take him out for La Granja or something like that. But I from what I heard, it was like he was gonna be on La Granja. He was like the partner of one of the girls he was dating that was gonna be there. Very sad situation. Vamos a ver qué pasó con él. ¿Por qué le quitaron la vida? Vamos a ver, friends, vamos a ver. Pues ahí sale él. Sale dinero. No, amigos, esto es que lo que pasa, friends. Es lo que pasa. Y qué bueno que ella no estuvo con él, porque también la quitaban a ella del camino. Ella se salvó. Ella se salvó de una situación que pudo haber sido más feo, porque si hubiera estado ella con él, con Sede, le hubieran quitado la vida a ella también. Pero aquí lo que está manifestando es por dinero, por algo turbio que él estuvo involucrado, porque dice que esto él fue marcado y como que ya le habían dado el aviso. No fue porque mira cómo voltea a ver a sus espaldas acá con esta carta, está manifestando que está viendo así como que ya le habían dado el aviso a Sede, que le iban a hacer algo. Él ya estaba como pendiente, él se hacía el fuerte, el que nada le iba a pasar, pero el aviso ya estaba ahí y ya le habían dicho. Y en ese entonces él de hecho le dice a ella que iba a ir a un lugar, que él iba a ir solo. Por eso ella no estaba con él. No sé cómo se llama la muchacha, pero su pareja de Sede no estaba con él, porque él le dice, voy a ir a tal lugar, ahorita vengo. Pero como que él ya sabía que ya lo estaban pescando, ya venían por él, porque dice que ya le habían amenazado. Él ya sabía, él ya lo presentía, ya lo sabía. Y para mí fueron cosas turbias. Estuvo involucrado en cosas turbias, aunque están diciendo que según él grabó algo en las redes y no tenía que haber grabado. No es cierto. Aquí lo que se manifiesta es que él estuvo involucrado con las cosas y le pusieron le pusieron lo que le pusieron, porque aquí salen traiciones de gente que él conocía. Aquí no es tanto de que fue de la nada. No nomás lo quitaron del camino, nomás por quitarlo del camino. Él estuvo involucrado en algo turbio. In terms of Sede, it's manifesting here that he was involved with something turbio. Not necessarily because it's manifesting money. It's manifesting that they took his life over money. They took his life over some sort of involvement in something that he was doing with like people in terms of like um, gang affiliations and things like that. But in terms of what it's saying here, he told the girl that he was gonna go somewhere because he already knew that they were coming for him. Because when he leaves, he was already thinking this is gonna be my last time. It wasn't random. They had already given him the warning, and it says that people that he knew betrayed him. So there he was involved in something shady, and that's why they took his life. It wasn't just a random unaliving of an influencer. Very sad. Very sad situation. ¿Qué más, friends? ¿Qué más? Yo creo que... Y tuve una visión, friends. Tuve una visión. Déjame buscar una carta para representar esta visión. Honey, the land. I swear that's like all day. I cannot stop like saying that. Oh, you know what? Before we go into the last vision, let's talk about Sylvia. That she came through. I was channeling her. She came through. She reminded me that I was going to talk about her. We are all going through it. That's why on my live on TikTok, I helped you guys spiritually, because every single person I pulled a card, negative, negative, negative. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done reading you guys. You guys want some help? Y ya les ayudé. Ya les ayudé because todos están saliendo mal. Dije, déjame quitarles el mal. Y sí, ya les hice una limpia, como yo sé hacer cosas. Pues les hice como una limpia, pero con mi don. Y sí, porque todos estaban saliendo mal. Sí, les quité el chamuco, les quité el mal, les quité los bloqueos, les abrí caminos. Con mi don les hice todo. Porque estaban todos bien mal. It's because I care about all my. If you're my follower, if you're respectful to me, and you're caring, and I will give you as much love as you're giving me, as well. But and I care about everybody. I care about everybody, even people I don't know. I care about them, and like I always want to help everybody. That's just how I am. Even though sometimes I look like I'm like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I look at my videos and I look mad, or I look like upset or something. But I care about everybody. Algo estaba pasando. ¿Qué les iba a decir? Silvia, vamos con Silvia. Honey, the land. How old do you think the land is? Friend, what is the aura spray for, and what crystal do you recommend for an office desk for protection? For protection, you can never go wrong with obsidian or tiger's eye, friend. But I think tiger's eye can be really expensive if you buy it big. Honestly, a quartz crystals are also good. Because I have a lot of them. I have the selenite. I forgot what that was called, to be honest. I cannot remember the names right now. I have a few of them, but for protection, obsidian is always good. Obsidian is good for protection. You know what? Black tourmaline. They sell like the big old chunk of black tourmaline, and that one is really good. That is my favorite for protection. That is always my go-to for protection. I recommend that. Try to find that. That is actually not that expensive. I think I paid for the one that I had like this. I paid $100, but I don't have it here. I think I gave it to my mom. I let my mom have it. I also like crystal skulls. The crystal skulls for me, when I put them, is for our mind, to protect our mind, to protect our mental energy. So I have a few crystal skulls in here. It just depends, like what, if you want protection, I recommend black tourmaline. Let's go to Honey, the land. ¿Qué dice? What does it mean when you wake up with a big black spider on you? That's a bad energy, friend. If it's on you, that's a bad energy. Um, and it depends. Like it could, like spiders can mean a lot of things. Spiders can mean, to me, that what you're describing is like it's a little bit of a bad energy, friend. Mira, salió el diablo, sí, no, mira, mira, hijo de su maicena. ¿Cómo no salió el diablo? Nomás partí las cartas. I just split the cards and the devil came out for you. It's bad energy, friend. It's like a bad juju. Like it's witchcraft basically. It's like a manifestation of witchcraft. Especially because when you're sleeping, you're the most vulnerable. So if this thing is trying to get you, it could be part of like a spiritual work that's trying to get you in whatever way it can. But spiders can mean a lot of things. When you see a lot of spiders, it means you're gonna move homes. If there's a lot of like spider webs, it could symbolize protection. And it also depends on what kind of spiders as well. Like the what do they call the daddy long legs? Those mean money. Ay, dame money. Like the house spiders, those long leg ones. I think that's what they're called, daddy long legs. Those mean money. But the black ones are normally bad juju. I don't associate spiders with anything good. But it depends. Most of the time, spiders mean you're gonna move houses. Rats, friend, are no good. Rats are bad juju. Rats to me, if a rat passes by you, falls on you, crawls on you, dream of it, it's all bad. Rats mean robberies, assaults, and failure, fracaso, and it's not in terms of like metaphorical. It means it's gonna happen. There's gonna be a robbery. There's gonna be an assault, or there's going to be failure. Things are gonna go downhill. Snakes are gossip and witchcraft. You're dreaming of snakes. Most of the time is witchcraft. Give me one second. Les digo que me preguntan de las arañas. Le digo que las arañas no son malos, pero ciertas arañas se depende cómo se manifiesten. Muchas arañas en la casa, te vas a mover de casa. Muchas telarañas es protección. Araña negra, así como me dijo la muchacha o la persona. No vi quién me dijo, no me acuerdo, perdón. Eso, you're shining for, it's my energy, friend. It's my energy. ¿Qué les iba a decir? Muchas arañas es que se van a mover de casa, telarañas, protección, así como me dijo la persona de la araña negra, eso es una mala energía. De hecho, cuando partí las cartas salió el diablo, ay, Dios de la vida. Y ahora que partí las cartas salió la muerte. No, eso significa mal, eso es lo que me dijo la persona. Pero me piensan a preguntar, sueños de rata. Ratas, sueños o en vida real es mala energía. Son robos, son asaltos o son fracaso, que las cosas se fracasen y se vayan para abajo. Serpientes, víboras, eso viene siendo chismes o viene siendo brujería. Casi siempre es brujería. De hecho, antes de que me metí, estaba meditándome y que se me manifestó que me estaba mordiendo una serpiente aquí. Pero gracias a Dios que mis guías espirituales son muy, muy, muy buenos conmigo y me lo enseñaron, lo corté y me dieron agua bendita espiritualmente y me la puse en la cara. Me la puse en la cara y con eso se cortó. Pero eso es algo espiritual. Espérate que mi papá me mandó un mensaje y no puedo cortar el en vivo, le voy a mandar mensaje por mi laptop. Todo tiene sentido y tiene como por qué. Déjame pagar el sal. ¿Qué les iba a decir? What about ants? Ants, red ants is money. Black ants is bad juju. I don't like black ants. I don't like ants in general. But red ants is money. Okay. Ya hablé mucho. Ya hablé mucho. Let's go to the other thing. Snakes is really bad, Angela. Snakes is really bad. If you're dreaming with snakes, it's the only thing it means is gossip, betrayals, or witchcraft. Most of the time, it's witchcraft. Back to Sylvia. We'll use the card of the Empress because somewhat she did. She created her own empire. So we'll use the card of the Empress. She wrote books. She was on all types of shows. But you know what? In terms of Sylvia, what do I see in terms of Sylvia? Miss Sylvia Brown. I don't think she was a medium. So a lot of the times when she would do these mediumship readings, she would be really bad at them. But I do believe that she had some sort of like psychicness. Her energy wasn't that special because I was looking at her and her energy doesn't shine like when people who are very spiritually gifted, our energy shines differently. Our energy like it radiates. Hers wasn't like that. But I do think she did have good intuition. I do think she was somewhat of a psychic. But medium, I don't think she really had the gift to do mediumship. I think that's where it made her look really bad. Because I was looking at her and I mean, she was she was good at predicting. She wasn't that bad. I mean, predicting she wasn't that bad. Um, and with predicting, you can't get everything correct. There's gonna be a time where you get stuff wrong. Although I think towards the end of her career, she didn't care for it anymore. She was being forced. You could tell she didn't want to be on that Montel show. Her attitude showed it. She didn't. It's like she looked like she would get irritated when people would ask her questions. It's like she didn't want to be there, but her contract was forcing her to be there. Is what it looks like, what I can perceive. But if you look at her in the early on, in terms of when she became like more popular in the beginning when she was younger, she looked like happier to do the spiritual. She looked happier to predict. She looked happier to attend people. And towards the end, she was just kind of like bitter. She was kind of like she didn't care for it. She was kind of like very rude. But she wasn't like that in the beginning. That's what I was noticing. Um, the only thing I can perceive from that is she was being forced to do it on the Montel show. She didn't really want to be there. Her contract was forcing her, and unfortunately, contracts are contracts. And when you sign with very wealthy companies, you're screwed. You're stuck with doing something that you signed for because those are like ironclad contracts. And she's entertaining to watch, even though she was like kind of mean in the end. She's entertaining to watch. A lot of her stuff is funny. The way that she was, like, not funny in terms of how she's hurting people, but funny in terms of how she expresses herself. You could tell she didn't care at that point. Les digo que con esa, la vidente esa que era la Sylvia Brown, yo lo que alcanzo a visualizar es que a final de su carrera ya no quería hacerlo, ya nomás la estaban esforzando por los contratos que la estaban haciendo, que lo tenía que hacer, la estaban como forzando que tenía que estar haciendo esas cosas y ella ya no quería, la verdad, ya como que ya no quería. Pero si la ves pensando más jovencita, como que le daba felicidad hablar con la gente, como que era más amable, tenía un carácter fuerte, pero al final como que ya no le importaba, ya no quería estar ahí, los contratos no la dejaban vivir su vida. Es lo malo de firmar contratos con gente poderosa, es que son contratos que no hay manera de salirse de esos contratos. Pero no creo que era Miriam, no creo que podía hablar con los muertos, eso no lo creo, pero sí creo que tenía algo de evidencia, porque la estaba viendo y sí predicía muchas cosas correctas, como predició los hijos ¿cómo se llama? Creo que era Bruce Willis, creo que era Bruce Willis, y sí los agarró correctos, am, así como lo dijo. Muchas cosas predijo correcto, pero en cuestiones de hablar con los muertos, ella no tenía ese don, ella no podía hablar con los muertos. No le veo una energía muy especial, así como ustedes dicen, no, estás brillando, esa es mi energía que es muy fuerte, muy especial. Los que traen dones brillan en una manera que no hay explicación. Este, ah, de hecho, yo cuando los veo, la gente normal tiene su aura así. Y no digo la aura de los colores, digo la aura de su alma. Lo tiene así. La gente que está maldecida o tiene malas energías, lo tiene así bien pegado a su cabeza así. Y la gente especial lo tiene así o lo tiene así, el aura que brilla así. Por eso yo cuando veo a la gente y veo que alguien brilla así, es que tienen dones, son muy espiritual o tienen algo muy fuerte espiritualmente, es lo que significa eso. Mi luz toca de pared a pared en este cuarto, así es mi luz, porque yo la puedo ver. Así es como es mi energía. Cuando me ven muy apagado es que ya me fregaron. Es lo que significa eso. Este, si yo no me hubiera cortado eso, lo que se me manifestó que tenía mordiéndome aquí, me hubieran visto muy oscuro porque me sentía bien mal en pensando el día ahorita. Y ya nomás me corté eso y me sentí otra vez feliz, alegre, podía hablar con ustedes. Decía, ay, ¿de qué iba a hablar? Y esto, lo otro me estresaba. Y como me corté eso, ya me sentí mejor. Yeah, I remember that episode about the one of the audience members trying to reach a 911 victim, and Sylvia said the victim died in water. Who knows? They never found him, so who knows? Like that, like there we don't know. There we don't know because they apparently a lot of people were missing and they didn't find a lot of people, which is kind of crazy. I wonder what happened with that too. Um, maybe one day I'll look into it. One day I'll look into it in terms of a reading to see like what happened to those people that were never found. Um, very very sad, but I mean, a lot can happen. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think she's a medium, but I do think she had a little bit of intuition. And I say a little bit because her energy isn't like that that strong. To tell you the truth, like when I look at her, like her energy doesn't radiate how somebody who's very like gifted radiates. But she was good. She was good at predicting, decent. I don't think she was a good medium, or maybe she just didn't care about these people that were asking her questions. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie to you. Talking to people like all day, every day is a lot of work. It's exhausting sometimes. Maybe, and she was older. Maybe she was just tired because early on in her career she seemed like she enjoyed it. Or like I give her the benefit of the doubt, but no, she was not a medium. She was definitely making up all those names. George and Hazel Pinkering. She was making up those names. Um, I don't think she was a medium, but she definitely had. She was more of a psychic, and maybe she didn't know. Maybe she had no guidance. Maybe she just thought it was this and that. So I don't know. In terms of my aura spray is to help you eliminate those negative energies in your aura. Um, it's not going to help eliminate entities, but it's going to eliminate more so like larvas. Like what are larvas? Spiritual larvas are like spiritual bugs. They cause you to be tired. They cause you to feel negative. They cause you to have bad luck. So that's what that's for, and it also helps in general to cut minor energies as well. So it helps to cut bad juju. But if it's a demon or entity, it's not going to get rid of it. That's not strong enough to get rid of that. Um, the other, and like they all have their own purpose. Like they all have like their own thing that they all do. Overall, you can use all of them for protection, even the loved one. But each one has its own essence. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's it. Let's see what's gonna happen in the world. Thank you, friend. Amen, friend. What does it mean when you see 444? 444 can mean a lot of things. It means like protection, that you're divinely protected. Uh, Repetitive numbers, just to me, when you see like angel numbers or repetitive numbers, it's like the universe letting you know you're on the right path. You know, sometimes we ask ourselves, are we on the right path? Are we doing the right thing? Normally, when you're seeing those repetitive numbers, you're on the right path. Let me pull out the major arcanas. We move on to predicting, and then we'll call it a day. And do Ask Raphael's Insights, because I don't think I think I forgot to do the Ask Raphael's Insights from last week. Yeah, Angela, I remember that too. I did see that. She had she had some like really, 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 really big predictions that went wrong. Um, oh, and the card of the sun? Who do I see winning the elections in Bolivia? I was gonna say Olivia. In Bolivia, Tuto. Jorge Tuto Quiroga is the one that I see winning. Um, but we'll see, because it's already this week, and we'll see who gets elected as president. En este de Bolivia, ¿a quién se visualiza que viene ganando la presidencia en Bolivia? Es este Jorge Tuto Quiroga, es el que estoy visualizando, que ya va a ser el fin de semana. Este fin de semana ya se va a escoger el nuevo presidente. Eso sí les quería decir. Antes de que se me olvide, porque luego se me olvida. Yeah, yeah, I know. I saw that she predicted her death on a TV show, and then she got it wrong too. She already had a heart murmur at that time, so I think realistically, it's not that easy to live that long with a heart murmur. And then she wasn't taking care of her health either. She even says it on one of the shows where she tells a girl about her heart murmur, that she has a heart murmur, and that her dad lived to 88. I think that's what she said, that she was going to live to 88 because her dad lived to 88 with a heart murmur. Me faltó una cartrucha. Le va a ganar. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna shut up. Wicked for Good. You know what would be terrible if Wicked for Good loses to the Kiss of the Spider Woman. I think people would be mad. Oh my god, I cannot find the card that's missing. I'm looking for the Justice. The Justice, friends, is what's missing. Okay, we're gonna look at a few energies. Let's see. A little bit of predictions, and then we'll move on to Ask Raphael's Insights. Give me 1 second. Let's see. The United States. Another explosion? ¿Qué estará pasando? It's manifesting another explosion. Mira, the card of the tower and the card of the sun. Another explosion is manifesting here. And to me, I think that these are atentados. I think these are definitely attempts, doing like minor little attacks in the United States with everything that's going on. I do think that they're attempts. Aquí con lo que se está visualizando, se visualiza otra explosión, amigos, otra explosión en Estados Unidos. Se está visualizando otra explosión, que aquí yo ya estoy pensando que viene siendo así de por atentados, porque manifiesta la carta del loco. El loco es la energía de los atentados, pero aquí está manifestando otra explosión. Dije, ¿otra? Sí. Ay, Dios no quiera, amigos, pero ya está manifestando otro atentado para una escuela. Que yo otra vez pienso que esta explosión puede ser esta explosión. This explosion could be either Texas. It could either be, this explosion could either be in Texas, Arizona, or California once again, because those are the main places that are manifesting. Esta explosión que se está visualizando puede ser otra vez en Texas, Arizona o California, porque manifiesta otra explosión. And in terms of the card of the world and the card of the devil, it's manifesting. This one's weird because it's not just manifesting in terms of it's not just manifesting in terms of like a coup in the United States. I think they're gonna try to say that these protests are trying to do a coup, so they're gonna try to ban them. So because it's manifesting something along the lines of like someone saying there was a coup in the United States, but they're trying to put restrictions on that. Se está manifestando como que van a querer decir algo muy extraño. Se manifiesta como un golpe de estado en Estados Unidos, pero en mi visión veo como que están diciendo que hubo un golpe de estados y quieren poner como una restricción para unas protestas o algo así, en cuestiones de protestas o en cuestiones de un grupo de personas, porque están queriendo, como que yo estoy visualizando como que están diciendo que hubo un golpe de estado, pero no hubo. Y yo creo que viene siendo nomás protestas. Ahí se ve algo extraño. In terms of the school shooting, no sé. I don't know where it's at right now. Pero it is manifesting a school shooting. Again, very sad. En cuestiones del atentado en una escuela, se está manifestando otra vez, pero no sé dónde puede ser. Es lo que, dame un segundito y ahorita veo que se manifiesta. No sé. Lo único que estoy pensando, lo único que estoy pensando en cuestiones de ese atentado es California, Texas, y no sé cuáles son los países arriba, allá arriba. No son los países, los estados. ¿Cómo se llama? I don't know all my 50 states, Doña Lamy. Pero yo estoy visualizando como que puede ser uno de los estados de allá arriba, pero no sé los nombres. Pero es lo que se está en cuestiones de ese atentado, en cuestiones de la escuela. I don't know the names of the of the states on top. I didn't know the bottom ones. Have you noticed? I always only know the bottom ones. I only know California, Nevada, um, Texas, Louisiana. Ya ni me acuerdo. Georgia, Florida. Son los únicos que los conozco. But in terms of that atentado, to me, it's manifesting in California, in Texas, or in one of those states on the top of the United States. Este, en el atentado de la escuela que se está manifestando, yo lo estoy visualizando como California, Texas, uno de esos estados allá arribita, para allá arribita de Estados Unidos. No me los conozco los nombres. Sorry, no los conozco. Ok, friends. No, Dios no quiera, Dios no quiera. ¿Qué está pasando? Montana, Wisconsin. It's with an M. I want to say it's going to be one of the ones with an M, either Michigan, Montana, because the M was coming up in terms of the state. It was with an M, but I don't know the names. I have to look it up and talk about it next time. Let's see Mexico. ¿Qué va a pasar en México en las próximas 5 semanas? I already stayed on for a long time. In Mexico, it's going to continue to rain. En México marca mucha agua, so va a seguir lloviendo. En México. In Mexico, it's manifesting lots of water, so it's going to continue to rain, friends. Y se vuelve a manifestar un derrumbe de una torre o un cathedral. And it's manifesting with the card of the moon and the card of the death card, another like a tower collapsing. En México se está manifestando como una torre, un edificio como colapsándose. Es lo único que se está manifestando. Okay, friends, I think that's it. Because in Mexico, y sismo. That's the only other thing. Ok. Pues en Asia, quién sabe qué pasa. Vamos a chequearlo. También se manifiesta como un incendio en México. Yo sé que está lloviendo mucho, pero los accidentes pasan. In Mexico, it's also manifesting like a fire as well. I know it's raining a lot, but accidents happen, and I know there's a lot of different places that are not just getting drowned in water. So I definitely see like a major fire in Mexico. Sí, estoy visualizando como un incendio como mayor en México. Let's see what's gonna happen in Asia. ¿Qué estará pasando? Porque luego dicen que va a temblar otra vez. In Asia, it's manifesting the death of an ex-president. En Asia se está manifestando la muerte de un presidente anterior, de tiempos atrás. And another strong earthquake. It's going to be it's looking like it's going to be 6, 10, 15, 16, like 6.6 to 6.8. Minnesota. You guys are going to name them all. In Asia, it's manifesting another strong earthquake. The card of the tower is manifesting, so and it's manifesting 6.6 to 6.8 is what it's manifesting as. That's it. For that, I don't really pay too much attention. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Yo creo que así lo dejamos. In terms of Bad Bunny needs to take care of himself. Let's use El Loco. El Loco siempre es mi carta de los atentados. With all the hate that's being spewed against him, Bad Bunny needs to take care of himself in terms of attempts against his life, in terms of terror attacks against his life because of all the hate that's being spewed against him and was incited against him. Les digo que con Bad Bunny se tiene que cuidar de los atentados y las personas queriendo hacerle mal. Ahora que el líder de los Estados Unidos dijo lo que dijo, se le va a venir muy en contra a mucha gente, que se tiene que cuidar mucho de los atentados al Bad Bunny. Ok, ya terminamos. I think that's it for today. Put your question, name, date of birth, first name, date of birth, and we get started with Ask Raphael's Insights. Yolanda, 9475, when will I land a full-time job? Let's see, when will Yolanda land a full-time job? Well, opportunities are definitely coming to you, friend, but unfortunately, it's actually not manifesting it anytime soon. I would say, if anything, it's probably going to be March of next year in terms of a full-time opportunity, because it's not manifesting this before the year is over. Opportunities are going to come, but I don't see them being full-time, especially because the year is almost over. So between like February and March is where that opportunity comes up. Leilola. Oh, Marta. Marta, 82794. Did some road openers, did the energy change about me moving to LA in 2026, or will I make it in 2027? No te entiendo, friend. But let me pull out your cards. Vamos a ver. You did road openers, okay. And you're asking if it changed to make you move sooner? You're still coming out very blocked, friend. Your road openers, so with road opening, friends, it will help you, but again, the spiritual works a certain way, and it's not so much about my spiritual practice that believes that, it's just how it works. And you could put it to the test. You can light the candles yourself and see how fast the energy moves, and then ask somebody else to light the candle for you and pay attention to how fast the energy moves. The universe does not let you heal yourself or do things for yourself It always has to be someone else. That's just the law of the universe. So in terms of that, the energy is still manifesting pretty blocked. So the blockages are not necessarily like gone. Um, I would say continue lighting them. Continue lighting them, or go to somebody to remove these blockages, because the energy is still coming out pretty blocked with your road openers. Look, the card of the death card came out. It still says that it's going to take longer than what you'd hope. Back to Leilola, 627 1970, General. Leilola, the card of the Page of Swords, says that you're going to be fixing some documents, or fixing, yeah, I would say fixing some documents. Let's see for what. Yeah, there seems to be like something administrative coming out for you, that you're going to be able to, that it's going to go favorable. Angelita 62077, General. Angelita, vamos a ver, Angelita. Angelita, the King of Cups, your feet are coming up that they've been bothering you, friend, or they're gonna be a little achy. It's the energy, friend. I still recommend you to cleanse your legs from your waist down. So you're gonna get an egg, right? You're gonna get an egg, and you're gonna cleanse yourself from just your waist down and your legs. That's gonna help you. And then you're gonna put rubbing alcohol on the bottom of your feet in a cross. That's going to help you cut those energies. How will wicked for good impact me? Maybe see my own personal power. Roger Mariano Rivera. The only thing that's matter. You have the card of the Page of Wands and the card of the Empress. So basically, it just says it's going to influence you to go and get whatever it is that you desire, to have more like courage. The only thing is, it also tells you, it's like it's going to make you realize to cut out people from your life as well, or more people, because the card of the Four of Swords comes out, which is the energy of death. Me quedé mucho tiempo today. Lorena 12895, General. Lorena, vamos a ver. Lorena, the card of the Ten of Swords. ¿Qué traes, Lorena? Te voy a regañar, friend. The card of the Ten of Swords and the card of the Six of Swords says that whatever worry you have in your mind, bury it. Let it go. Stop focusing so much on things that you couldn't control. It tells you que te estás desequilibrando tú sola. The card of the Lovers is coming up. Angel Moreno 92978. How will my trip go to the end of this month? How's your trip going to go? Vamos a ver, Angel. No me parece que va a llegar los Dodgers otra vez at the World Series. Is that what it's called, the World Series? Your trip comes out tense, friend. I mean, it says that there's going to be good moments, but the trip itself comes out tense. It comes out stressful. It comes out like hard to enjoy. Try to disconnect and enjoy wherever you're at, or wherever you go. Okay. Do I have one more? Vanessa Lopez 32692. Am I gonna get a roommate soon, or am I gonna have to move out? Vamos a ver. Oh, sale the devil, friend. I don't think you're gonna get a roommate soon. It's not manifesting that you're gonna get a roommate soon. with Vanessa Lopez have to move out. Let's see. I also don't think you're gonna have to move out, but I don't think you're gonna get a roommate soon. Maybe it's gonna be at the very end where you're gonna like barely make it with getting this roommate. But I don't see that you're gonna have to move out. The cards are not manifesting you moving out. The only thing that does come up is you're not gonna get a roommate soon. It's gonna take a little bit longer. Maybe like last minute you get a roommate, pero I don't see you moving out. Tina Gonzalez, 529.85. General Tina, vamos a ver. The card of the Six of Pentacles, extra money. Hasta que a alguien le sale algo bueno. Hasta que a alguien le sale algo bueno. The card of the Six of Pentacles says extra money, friend. Extra help. Qué bueno. Jasmine, 2/16/1988. General, vamos a ver, Jasmine. The card of the Nine of Wands. Watch out for hidden enemies, friend. The Nine of Wands says you have a hidden enemy. Be careful. Ya dice que te van a traicionar. Careful with those hidden enemy friends. Don't share anything at all with anybody. No problem, Vanessa. Daritza, 10/9/1997. General. Daritza, the card of the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is extra money, friend. Extra money coming to you. Save it, porque dice que you're very quick to spend it. Save that money, friend. Save that money. You're going to need it for something, like an unexpected expense. I can, Martha. I sell road openers. They're on my website, RaphaelsInsights 123. No, not Raphael's Insights. Not 123. RaphaelsInsights.com. RaphaelsInsights.com. RaphaelsInsights 123 is my Instagram. I sell road openers on my RaphaelsInsights.com website. There's really no way to get in contact with me other than to purchase what you need on RaphaelsInsights.com or to buy a reading, to have a reading, and then we can discuss what we can do for you, which is in the link in the description below that I put all those links. Chantel, 10/6/93. General. Chantel, no duermes. The card of the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords says that you've been feeling like low energy, like it's like really hard to do things lately. Things are a little bit slow for you. Don't make any decisions right now and don't sign anything right now, friend. It tells you to wait until this energy shift. When you start feeling with more energy, give yourself a cleanse, light a seven colored candle of the Siete Potencias or any sort of 7-colored candle. Put your perfume, put a little bit of sugar and cinnamon, light it, and that's going to help you. Monica, 3/10/83. General. Monica, the card of the Emperor. Monica, the card of the Emperor is work. It's new opportunities that are coming to you. Mira, dice sí, te viene una propuesta buena in terms of work-wise. Crystal Ivana Alvarado, 4/5/87. General. Ah, mira, Crystal, the card of the celebrations, the card of the Four of Wands. Celebrations, either raises or extra money is what the card of the Four of Wands is telling you. Qué bueno. Amen, friend. Venus, Luna, Eclipse. Hey. Ya me cansé, friends. Jasmine, 2/16/1988. Ya te contesté, ¿no? Bueno, Jasmine, no me acuerdo. The card of the Temperance says que someone's going to be apologizing to you. Mira, dice que te van a dar la mano. Veronica, 7/30/84. General. Veronica, the card of the Hangman. The Hangman tells you como que your legs have been bothering you Either it's either your ankle or your knees. Pero the card of the hangman dice que te anda molestando algo in tus legs. Bad juju, friend. That's never good. Michael Samora, 5892. General Michael, the King of Wands. The King of Wands is anything that you want to do right now, go ahead and do it. You have the energy to be able to succeed, friend. Ahorita estás en tu tiempo. Sonja, 111772. Are the deaths in Houston bayous the work of a serial killer? Well, salió una decapitated head, so yo creo que sí. Mira, salió una decapitated head. Este ya no tiene. You throw that out. You know, I don't really know what's going on in the world, and I wish I had like somebody who would tell me like what to talk about. I just kind of try to pick things that I think you guys are going to enjoy. No, porque then they're gonna come and try to unalive me, friend. I don't know what's going on in the bayou, but the card of the Six of Wands with the person with the decapitated head tells me que si es algo. And they're gonna and the Six of Wands says that the truth is gonna come out, so that person's probably gonna get caught. I'm gonna have to look into that. Pero yo sí creo que sí es un serial killer, and I do think they're gonna get caught because the card of the Six of Wands, in terms of that, it does show like people being caught. That's where the decapitated head comes from. Okay, friends, I think that's it. We stayed on for 77 minutes. I think the only predictions we have today is that let me check one more time. I'm gonna change cards just to check one more time qué va a pasar en los Estados Unidos with my other cards. I like to do predictions with the only vision I have is the ni te las dije, the Stonehenge prediction. Ahorita se las voy a dar. Dame un segundation. It's thank you so much for everybody who supports me and is here with me and likes everything that I do. Ahorita les voy a dar un poco de la energy para cortar la bad juju. A little bit of healing energy for you guys in terms of health wise. Y les voy a ayudar un poco. Thank you for those who stay with me. And you guys follow me and listen to me and are also very understanding when I get things wrong. I try to be correct most of the time, pero sometimes it's not possible to be correct every single time. But I do try my best. I haven't used these cards in a while because the other ones, I like the other ones. These are more vibrant, but I like the other cards more. Thank you. Thank you, Sonja. You can, friend. I love watching you. You know, I feel like sometimes I sell myself short because I feel like I'm not entertaining, or sometimes I like right now I'm already stressing out because I feel like I'm boring you guys. Pero, but again, I don't know. Y lo malo es que sigo viendo que another one of my family members is gonna pass, pero no sé quién. Me falta una card. Give me 1 second. Not boring. Oh, you're so sweet. Dios no quiera, déjame cortarlo. Ya corté la visión para que no se dé. Not boring at all. You guys are so sweet to me. Let's see qué va a pasar. Now, ay, se cayó una escuela. No era así, manifiesta como el derrumbe de una escuela. Ahorita, this card here is the card of the school. And the card of the moon is the collapse of a school. Is that just manifested on its own. Aquí se está manifestando como el colapso de una escuela o el colapso de la educación que se está manifestando aquí con estas dos cartas. This is manifesting the collapse of a school or the collapse of education. Very sad. I would say very sad because ojalá que no sea the collapse of education, que nos falta aquí en Estados Unidos. Okay, friends, let's see. Dios no quiera. Let's see. Yo visualizo otro artista, otro famoso getting into an accident. I see another famous person, another person well known getting into an accident. The card of the star in the car. Les manifiesta otra persona famosa accidentándose. Qué triste. Dicen, ¿y las predicciones buenas? Pues no hay, amigos, no hay nada que estás manifestando bueno ahorita. And the only thing that's manifesting is Trump going missing again. Está manifestando que Trump se va a estar, no sé, desapareciendo, o va a andar perdido otra vez. The card of the Emperor is manifesting Trump going missing again or being lost again. Trump perdido o la gente no sabe dónde está Trump. Es lo que se está manifestando. No, en a power outage in Texas. Se manifiesta un apagón. A power outage in the United States or in Texas. Un apagón en Estados Unidos o en Texas. Es lo que se viene manifestando aquí. Déjame taparle porque luego no me dejan enseñar this card. A power outage in Texas or in the United States. Un apagón en Texas o Estados Unidos. Se manifiesta acá también. Mira, se volvió a manifestar el derrumbe de una escuela o de algo, mira. It's manifesting a collapse of a school or something like. Ahí se está manifestando algo raro. Raro. Y tristemente, amigos, tristemente, yo no veo que se recupere el Biden. Tristemente. In terms of Biden, I don't see him recovering, friends. Very sad. Because I had already told you next president is going to pass again. And it was either going to be Bill Clinton or Biden. That was my vision. Ya les había dicho hace unos meses atrás que visualicé que un expresidente se iba a fallecer y que iba a ser el Bill Clinton o iba a ser el Biden. Se volvió a manifestar. Yo no veo que se recupere Biden, amigos. No, tristemente. Other than that, that's pretty much it, friends. I mean, le busco, se ven sismos, pero just minor earthquakes, like 5.6 or 5.4. Se visualizan como sismos en Estados Unidos, pero 5.4, 5.6. Pero viene uno fuerte, amigos, eso sí. Other than that, Ask me your question for the person that was asking me about the pregnancy. Ya me voy. Last thing. Ya me voy, okay? When does the death card, what does the death card mean? The death card means a lot of different things, friends. So the death card means, let me pull it out. You guys want me to give you a little bit of a lecture in terms of what they mean? Let me tell you what it means. Let me pull it out real quick. Dame un segundito. I'm looking for it. No me griten. The death card. The death card means, upright, it means like letting go, the end of something, letting go of toxic relationships, toxic friendships, almost like an energy of rebirth is what it means. Upside down, it means failure, catastrophes. It means actual death. It means a situation that's not moving forward. But I don't read the cards upside down. For me personally, I don't like, it's too much work to read them upside down as well. So I created like my own little way to read them without having them upside down. But for me personally, if let's say the card of the death card and the card of the tower come out together, to me it's the death card is in a negative energy, because the card of the death card and the tower is two negative cards. That's normally how I read them. But now talking about its meaning in terms of how I read it based off of whatever I feel. If I pull out this card for you, if I'm not seeing your energy looking very like darkened, or I'm not seeing death standing behind you, then I'm not going to tell you it means death. But if I'm seeing death standing behind you as I'm reading you and I pull out this card, then I'm going to say, okay, maybe like, you need to be careful. There's like dangers behind you. That's just how I read it. Same thing with like famous people. If I don't see that their health is like terrible or this or that, then it's like, oh, like they're going to be going through something, this and that. But if their health has been terrible, if their energy's darkened, or if I've seen death following them, then it just means that they're going to die. Mi mamita te manda saludos. Amén. Hola, buenas tardes. Creo que es tardes, ¿verdad? Ya me voy, amiguitos. Los quiero mucho. Es un placer. It was an absolute pleasure to be here. I spend a long time here. I have readings in 30 minutes, but I think I'm gonna take a break. I think I'm gonna relax for now. And it's always a pleasure. I don't have an outro. Maybe later on we'll create one. No, I think the intro is already good. Los quiero mucho. Los veo para la próxima, como siempre. Que tengan bonitos días. Thank you so much for following me, and I hope you guys enjoy the little changes that I made. This is still my home. So if you're ever looking for Ask Raphael's Insights, there was always going to be an Ask Raphael's Insights on my YouTube channel. See you next time. We'll see what predictions come true. Bye bye.